Good morning, Fort Worth. It is the 19th day of March. I've got Michael Brittner here with me today.
Morning, Andrew. How's it going, man?
Doing all right. We made it. We're here. We have started the 1 hour delay with the morning show now.
I'm a huge fan, by the way. I love it.
We both sound, well, my throat is shot, but we both sound like we're more awake.
Just been partying too hard?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the Mars dust floating around in the air outside.
Nothing to do with that.
No.
Just doonch at night. Yeah.
So if y'all are joining us for the first time on the Fort Worth Roots Morning Show, we do this Monday through Thursday, now releasing at 9 a.m. rather than 8. But we're going to keep this thing going. We found that through the analytics, you guys weren't tuning in, most of you, until like 11 o'clock. So why was I getting up so early was the question I posed to Michael. And Michael is the producer of the show. I mean, he's head clergy around here.
That's right. That's my job title, head clergy.
Head clergyman. Yeah. Let's see here. I've got something. Since you are an integral part of this show, I need to play something that impacts us all here at Fort Worth Roots Morning Show.
I'm excited about it.
See if I can still find it. Where is it? Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I think I buried it in an episode. Stick with us, folks. I got this. All right, let's see. What was Monday?
While you're finding it, I could give a turtle fact.
Do that.
Okay. This one's pretty cool. So sea turtles, when they hatch, the little hatchlings, when they pop out of the sand, they're actually drawn away from the dark shadows and silhouettes of the dunes, and they're drawn toward the light and the ocean. And so if you, say, have a house and you have a bunch of lights on, if you were to shine a bunch of spotlights, you might draw them away from the ocean. So if you're listening to Fort Worth Roots from your beach house, maybe turn off those lights at night during the months when turtles are hatching.
I wonder if the neighbors get together
and lure them in.
No, more like, hey, Tom, you're new to the neighborhood. You might not know this, but we got sea turtles hatching. So you got to keep them porch lights off at night.
I hope they do.
And Tom's like, you don't tell me what to do. I was told there's no HOA.
And then he gets spotlights.
And then the neighbors just turn all their lights on Tom.
Yeah, I would.
Good luck sleeping tonight, Tom.
I'd cut his power. I'm just kidding.
All right. Here's all the information you need to know. This is what happened while you were gone.
Andrew Turner of the Fort Worth Roots podcast. My name is Oliver Cloves-Hoff, and I'm an entertainment manager representing Mr. Matthew Stubbs and Miss Candy Barr. Both.
You guys know that there's probably going to be some language in this recording. If you have any children in the car, you might want to skip forward by 2 minutes.
You have employed for your Fort Worth Roots morning show. I'm not sure if you are aware or if you have received our contracts in the mail, but both Mr. Stubbs and Miss Barr contracts are up for renewal and negotiations have begun. I hope this will be a quick process, as both parties have what I believe to be reasonable demands, especially in the light of the safety violations that have surfaced around your traffic helicopter,
Erroneous.
Sky Viper. First on the list of demands is that Mr. Stubbs and Miss Barr receive full-body massages both pre-flight and post-flight. The length and how these massages end will be up to my clients.
You got to go overseas for that.
Discretion is appreciated. Second, my clients would like to have free use of Sky Viper during their vacations, an outbreak of war, or any time there is an aerial drone show in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's best if we don't expand on the reasoning of the latter part of this demand. Finally, my clients would like to actually get paid for the service they are providing. When your daily show began, you said you would pay them with exposure. And in this economy, exposure can only buy so much cocaine and whores. Both of my clients have just about ran through all the whores in this town that take exposure for payment. Like I said, I hope negotiations can be agreed upon in a timely manner. But for now, you can consider Sky Viper grounded and your untimely traffic reports absent. Thank you, and good day to you, sir.
Untimely, yeah.
All of that sounds fine, except, if we do go to war, someone's going to need that helicopter. The rest is fine. I think the rest is totally cool. But
yeah, it sounds like we just don't have Sky Viper for a while. So if you're out there in internet land and you want to be a Sky Viper pilot, holler at me. Media at FortWorthRoots.com. You know, I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, you know what? I'll just do it myself. We'll just get in Sky Viper.
Yeah, we could do the show from Sky Viper.
Let's we're gonna get off camera for just a moment. We're gonna step outside to the helipad and we're gonna fire up Sky Viper real quick. Hold on, folks. All right. Yeah, this ain't
It's
bad.
nice up here.
Yeah.
A little chilly.
Yeah. Well, if you
Should have brought a coat.
close the door, man.
Oh, sorry.
All right. We need a door sound effect. Yeah, so Sky Viper is the Fort Worth Roots morning traffic helicopter. And we got Sky Viper from 97.1, I think. Black Stallion, is that what they called it?
I think so.
I'm having trouble remembering right now. But
Sounds
anyway,
right.
this helicopter has flown for radio in the past, but it had been grounded. We serviced it, got it airworthy, and now it's ours. So anytime we need to, we can take the Sky Viper up, take a little look around. It's looking pretty clear right now, Michael. I don't know. What do you think?
No, it looks great. I don't know about the airworthiness. I see a lot of loose bolts. Like there's one shaking right above my head.
Are you a technical inspector? Is that what you are all of a sudden?
No, I'm just
FAA?
riding. I'm riding in the thing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think you should, stay in your lane. Everything's good. I
Okay.
promise.
All right.
I promise.
Yep.
All right. Let's land this thing.
What's that alarm? Is there a red blinking light on the dash? What's that for?
Master alarm. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
All right.
All right. Let's get back into the studio. There we go. All right. So now we know we can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a pretty good pilot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact about your boy here. I got into a Cessna and put all the hours in that are necessary, passed all the steps, and I was ready for my check ride, and I ran out of money.
That can happen.
And I have
I've
never
heard it's
gone
pretty
back.
expensive.
It's very
go through all that.
expensive. It's more expensive if you stretch it out over the course of like 6 months. For anybody out there that's thinking about getting your pilot's license, just take 2 months off. Have your money, 2 months. Just do the aviation stuff. Don't do anything else.
Do they accept exposure instead of cash?
I'll have to check with them. I don't know. We'll see. That could work. You got a good idea there. Do we have any other call-ins? None that we need right now. All right, let's get back into these segments. Or did we didn't even do weather yet.
We did not do weather.
Okay.
Is it the right city this time?
It is. So, yeah, we've done that before. And by we, I mean I. Typed in the wrong zip code, and I read off weather for, like, North Carolina or something.
Okay.
I don't know. It was weird. It's a bad day. Anyway, it's Wednesday, and it's going to be 26-mile-an-hour winds today. I don't know what's going on with the wind, but I'm done with it. It's killing me.
It's all the weather control.
Is
and
it?
the chemtrails.
And the 5G transmitters?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 65 for a high today. Not bad. 40 for a low. And it's going to be windy all day. Thursday, 67 for a high, 46 for a low. Wind drops down to 9. And then Friday, guess what? Here comes the wind again. 20 miles an hour. 80 for a high, 49 for a low. Saturday, it's going to be a little less windy, 18 miles an hour. 83 for a high, 64 for a low. And Sunday, wind's about the same. 85 for a high, 50 for the low. I've never paid attention to the wind really before, but it's just been crazy lately. Crazy people.
Yeah, my neighbor's trampoline flew all the way across into the other neighbor's house and almost hit they have a Tahoe, and almost like ran into the Tahoe while they were in it.
Trampolines are the dumbest things ever, because if you have a trampoline, there is a 100% chance that at some point that thing is going to become airborne and destroy something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, and they're dangerous as hell.
And you're probably going to snap a neck or something on it, too. So.
All right, today, National Day of, on 19th of March, National Poultry Day. Go out and get yourself some poultry. I've got 2 new poultries, and they're growing like weeds. My little chicks.
I should have known. We would talk about your chickens.
Yeah, well, it's crazy how fast they grow, really. Like 3 weeks, and they're almost full-size chickens.
They grow up so fast, they say.
It's unbelievable. Certified Nurses Day. You know, a nurse, tell them, hey, thanks, good job. International Clients Day. That sounds dumb.
Yep.
National Automatic Door Day. That's the dumbest one I've ever seen.
Oh, God.
We're going to click on it.
How do you create? Can I create a day? It seems like anybody can just create a day.
Just come up with something and submit it to whatever. National Automatic Door Day is celebrated on March 19th every year. Doors are the safe and entertaining gateway to all sorts of places.
Is it really celebrated? Is it really?
None of these that we read off are really celebrated.
No.
So it's only fitting that we celebrate the mighty automatic door on this day. As the name signifies, this day is to celebrate the automatic... I can't read this shit anymore.
When is the manual door day? Is that tomorrow?
They're
probably neglected.
They probably
they're
have
probably
one.
like, what the hell?
It's probably just door day.
I'm just over
right?
here.
It's just all doors.
Yeah.
They don't get their own special day. Moving on. This day in history, 1932, Sydney Harbour Bridge. Australia's Sydney Harbour Bridge opens up to 1 million citizens celebrating the opening of the magnificent new bridge spanning Sydney Harbour. Nicknamed the Coat Hanger, it's the world's tallest steel arch bridge and the widest long-span bridge in 1932.
That's a nice bridge.
Good-looking bridge.
Nice bridge.
1941, this day in history, Tuskegee Airmen Squadron was activated. The 99th Pursuit Squadron is the first all-black unit in the U.S. Army Air Corps. The squad of enlisted men will become the core of other black squadrons, collectively nicknamed the Tuskegee Airmen. There was a really badass movie, and I think it is called the Tuskegee Airmen.
I think you're right. Wasn't there another one called Red Tails? Something like
There's
that?
at least one that I can think of, but yeah, that might be also. They came out about the same time.
I think so.
Yeah. They will go on to serve with great distinction in World War II, North African and Italian campaigns.
You know what year the Army Air Corps became the U.S. Air Force?
I don't. I do know about that transition. My grandfather was in the Army Air Corps, so I want to say it was still around in the 50s. So would that put us in, like, Vietnam era?
47.
Really?
The year the Air Force began.
Okay. Yeah. So the Army used to be the only branch, and then the Navy split off from that, and then the Navy split into the Marines and the Coast Guard, right? And
I know they split off into the Marines. I don't know about the Coast Guard history.
that might be a whole different thing.
Marines hate it when you bring that up, by the way.
Oh.
If you know any
call 'em a
Marines,
squid.
If you know any Marines, just say, "Hey, aren't you part of the Department of the Navy?" They love that.
Or
So
just
you should
say-
definitely say that.
Just say, "Good Wednesday morning, sailor," and that should get whatever reaction you were looking for. 1953, the Oscars are first broadcast on TV. The 25th Annual Academy Awards are held in Los Angeles and beamed into living rooms across the country as NBC televises the ceremony for the first time. The Greatest Show on Earth is awarded the Best Picture Award. That was 1953.
The name of the show is The Greatest Show on Earth.
That's who won the award on that night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
I mean, with a name like that, how could you not win?
Yeah.
Bob Dylan's first album is released in 1962 on this day. A 21-year-old folk singer from Minnesota sees his self-titled debut LP filled mostly with his Woody Guthrie-inspired takes on folk standards. Released on Columbia Records, the album will not sell well, and most critics are left unimpressed. Dylan's fortunes, however, will soon be a changin' for the better. 1962. All right, there was hardly any news stories today with my regular news sources, but I saw a picture on CNN.com. This story is by Robert Shackelford and Karina Sui and Mary Gilbert. So they all had fun writing this 6-minute read. But it's a picture of El Paso, Texas downtown and a Mars-colored sky. Another potent storm is putting millions in the United States in harm's way again, just days after a deadly cross-country storm left a trail of destruction in its wake. The storm isn't a carbon copy of the last one, but will once again spawn severe weather with powerful winds triggering fast-moving fires and a blizzard in the central U.S. You've seen the marquee signs up and down the freeway?
Oh, yeah.
They've all changed to caution, extreme wildfire hazard. It's a big enough deal that it keeps popping up. Like,
Yeah.
I was talking to the public information officer with the Fort Worth Fire Department, and that was one of the things that he brought up is like, yeah, that's a big deal. I'm very busy right now. But it's serious because the thing is, if a fire starts and the wind's blowing 25 miles an hour, you have a lot less time to react to that, and that's what they're really concerned about. and I guess it's been real dry.
Yeah.
So
Have we had any wildfires up here?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's like 500. Well, the last one I heard of was a couple days ago, and it was 500 acres just south of us somewhere that was not contained yet. So I'm sure they got that one under control. 500 acres isn't that much.
Did you start that one?
I didn't start the fire.
Okay.
All right, moving on. JFK files, previously classified documents released. And this was.
Were they really?
Well, that's it's always the same shit. They're telling us they're gonna give us the info, and then they're like, oh, well, these are all redacted, and we can't actually give you all of it. That'd be crazy. Here's the brief. 80,000 pages of documents connected to the assassination of John F. Kennedy have been released today. Kennedy was assassinated in downtown Dallas on November 22nd, 1963. The documents were released Tuesday just after 6 p.m. Scanning down to see if we've got any real... Who did it? Anyway, it was the driver, wasn't it?
Yep.
The director of national intelligence says that her team is working with the Department of Justice to get those documents unsealed, but that much of the information has already gotten out. Sure. The JFK Museum in Dallas is going to have to do a revamp after this, maybe. All their information's changing. The release comes after thousands of records were recently uncovered by FBI. The FBI told Fox News that approximately 2,400 newly inventoried... Oh, hey, I just found this stack of papers. Oh, my goodness,
buried
it's
it in that
JFK's.
cabinet. It was in a box and covered in dust, and somebody put the wrong label on it.
I told you we couldn't run this place without Susan. Damn it, Susan. I don't know who Susan is. Okay, what we don't know.
My mother's name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak out of turn about your mother.
Yeah, that was her. She used to work there.
The contents of the documents are currently being reviewed. People have been waiting decades for this, some guy said. Cool. All right, so maybe we'll get the real story on JFK. I don't know why it's been such a secret for so many years. It's like, we killed him. Boy saves it. Oh, good. It's good story time. Boy saves his friend from choking at school. I just did my thing, which was a Heimlich. In a surveillance video from a North Carolina school, apparently those North Carolina kids don't know how to chew their food. 9-year-old boy stepped in to save his friend from choking by using the Heimlich maneuver. The boy said he learned this classic life-saving technique for clearing the airway by watching YouTube. I got to save my friend, but first, let me watch a YouTube video.
This quick video.
Showing that maybe a little screen time isn't all that bad. WRAL News First reported the story that a Riley Oak charter school, you know where that is?
No.
Young Jason Branch nonchalantly saved the life of his 7-year-old friend Darren. We were playing basketball and he ate a granola bar and we started playing longer until he started choking. He told the news. Didn't know he was actually choking, so I just did my thing, which was a Heimlich. The surveillance footage indeed shows them playing basketball with 2 other kids when the shorter of the 2 suddenly stopped and bent over. Wasting no time at all, Branch, who can be seen in the white shirt, gave 2 compressions on Darren's abdomen, which dislodged the food. Good job, buddy.
Quick reaction there. That's great.
Yeah, and you can go see that video. It's on goodnewsnetwork.org. That story was by our friend Andy Corbley. I don't actually know him, but he does most of the stories at Good News Network, so I see his name a lot. All right, I was hunting for this. They had a bunch of stupid space news stories, but here's the one that matters. Crew 9 returns from space station, and they've got this really majestic, high-resolution photo that looks AI-generated, but surely it's not. And surely this
Probably
isn't
not.
all just a simulation.
We don't know.
We don't know. We actually know very little. Boulder, Colorado, a Crew Dragon spacecraft returned 4 people from the International Space Station March 18th, including 2 NASA astronauts whose extended stay became entangled in sensationalism and political controversy. I wonder if this was a political controversy stunt and it didn't work as well as they thought it would, and these people just suffered for no reason.
Why does it say Boulder, Colorado? That's the ocean. Did
Yeah.
they land in Boulder?
Yeah,
In a lake?
I think the report is coming from somebody in Boulder. I don't know. That is weird.
It's misleading, but
It is misleading. The Crew Dragon spacecraft Freedom undocked from the station at 1:05 a.m. Eastern Time on the final leg of the Crew 9 mission. The spacecraft splashed down off the Florida coast, not Boulder, Colorado, near Tallahassee, at 5:57 p.m. Eastern. Spacecraft returned with NASA astronauts Nick Hague, commander of Crew 9, and Roscosmos cosmonaut Alexander Gorbanov, the mission's pilot. The two launched to the station on the spacecraft back in September. You can read on. The story does continue at spacenews.com. All right, that is everything I've got there. We need to talk a little bit about what's going on at Hoppin. Hoppin's where we do the recording Monday through Thursday, now releasing to you at 9 a.m. every morning, Monday through Thursday. And these little episodes are just meant to give you a little snapshot of what's going on. We are trying to coordinate with the Fort Worth Fire Department to have them on every Monday. And then Thursday is our big day where we get you lined up with all the news stories and events that are happening over the weekend. Just the events. I don't know why I said news stories. But Hoppin is a cool little spot that you need to check out, whether you got a big group. I don't know. What do we say the capacity in here is 250, 300? Somewhere in there. Yeah. Just bring everybody. We'll figure it out. That actually has happened before.
I can neither confirm nor deny in case there's a fire marshal.
Yeah.
I will say you did a very good job reading all the big words today. I didn't hear a ton of, except for that cosmonaut's name.
Yeah, that sucked.
That was a tough one, to be fair.
Michael, I got an extra hour's sleep, and
there you go.
I'm getting better at words, I think.
I think you are.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm very, very proud. Yeah, so some stuff going on at Hoppin. First, before I get into some of the events, just a little sneak peek. If you've been here, you've seen all the booths in the center, and they're really cool, and people love sitting in them. We're about to rip them out next week. Those are going out. We're installing a bunch of lounge seating. We've got some leather couches, some comfy chairs, some comfy couches.
I'm here for it, man. It's going to be great. It's going to totally change the aesthetics of this place, and it's going to be more loungy.
Yeah.
More loungy, more Fort Worth, maybe.
Be more variety.
Yeah.
You know, the chairs are cool, but you'll have all the chairs we have and tables, or you can just go chill on the couch and relax. So.
And this comes in response to people walking in and making statements and suggestions, and Michael's listening. So.
Yep, we take feedback. So,
Market Match, our buddy Dimitri King, has another way that you can get your voice heard at Hoppin and other businesses around town using the Market Match app. You can come into Hoppin, and you can tell Michael and Holly through the app what beers you like on the wall, which ones you didn't care for. And then that way they can go and make good choices. Good choices when you make beer selections.
That's right.
So anyway, it's all about community and fun and beer and cocktails.
Yep. At the end of the day, we just want it to be, your ideal spot to come hang out, spend time with friends, family, coworkers.
They call that your
by yourself,
your
whoever.
third place. Isn't that what they call it? You got home, you got work, and you need a third place.
Yeah.
And Hoppin is in a good spot for that.
This should be it. So, what's going on at Hoppin? So tonight, Wednesday, we're starting. We're starting Wednesday night comedy again. We did this for a little while. We put it on pause. It's back with Hugo Gonzalez. He's a local comic. Starts at 6:30. Come check it out every Wednesday. Free to attend. And then, as a side note, we're also we built a little relationship with a local guy who makes Coney's hot dogs.
Nice.
He's got a hot dog cart. They are outstanding. I mean, he makes these crazy hot dogs. They're delicious.
It's gonna be every Wednesday.
I can crush. Most days we're open. So
okay, cool.
Pretty much any day we don't have another food truck scheduled, he'll probably be here from roughly open to about 9 p.m., something like that.
Well, even if you have other food vendors, that's still a good compliment. Everybody likes a glizzy.
Agree. Totally agree. For St. Patty's Day, he made he had to hit an obligation.
Green weenies?
Nearby. No, that would have been hilarious. He was selling $100 hot dogs.
Oh my God.
Just on St. Patty's Day. It was a one-day special. But I mean, he fermented his own, I don't know, cabbage or something, and made his own sauces. He handmade the hot dogs from local, suppliers, and he had edible gold flakes.
Mm-hmm.
And he sprinkled them with edible gold flake. I mean,
was he really selling them for $100?
Yeah, and it came with a T-shirt I think he did it at Pogue Mahone's right down the street.
Dude, that is wild.
Yeah, I think he sold out.
Sold out of the $100
hot dogs?
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
What a racket, man. That's awesome. Good for him.
That was a one-day thing, but when he comes here, he's just going to make his standard menu really good, hot dogs, delicious. So
He ought to keep that going, man. That could be like a Fort Worth stop. Hey, man, have you been to Fort Worth? Oh, yeah, I love Fort Worth. You ever tried the $100 hot dog? What the hell are you talking about, Billy?
it'd be a novelty thing.
It
You'd
would
be like,
be.
yeah, I have to. Like, I just want to know, is it worth it or not? And you go try it.
Well, lean on Fort Worth roots, because as soon as we find out where to get a $100 hot dog, we're going to ask you guys to buy us one. Yeah. 100%.
Maybe the Sky Viper crew would take a $100 hot dog instead of payment.
How about that, Stubbs? You'd suck on a $100 glizzy? That'd make you happy?
He would definitely have a witty retort to that comment if he were live on the
He
air
would,
right
he
now.
would. But we don't have him. We don't have him on the show anymore. So
that's his loss. Also, tomorrow, Thursday, so we try to do this once a month. We do a craft beer class. Colin Zreet is a local advanced Cicerone, which is level 3 out of 4. I think there are like less than 10 in the state of Texas or something.
it's rare.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to get, and he's been gracious enough to come over here a few times and he does a 1-hour course. He talks through 4 different beers. He typically has a style that he's targeting, and since it's springtime, he's targeting some of the lighter, like Pilsners, lagers, stuff like that. So it's $25. You can find it on our Eventbrite. Just go into Eventbrite, search Hoppin' Fort Worth. It'll be one of our events. The $25 includes the 4 pours, so you can taste each beer. So he kind of talks about it, and of course the roughly 1-hour class where he's going to educate you on it. Pretty cool. Come check it out if you like craft beer. And then I don't want to steal your thunder, but this Friday is a dating game.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
We're going to start, I believe speed dating starts at 6. So Michelle from the Body Scrubbery put this thing together, and she approached me and said, hey, I want you to help me with this thing. And I said, Michelle, I don't have time for anything else, and I'll MC it for you, but you're putting it together. And she has. She's networked with a lot of local businesses to get you guys some really, really rad prizes. There's going to be some massage packages in there as giveaways. And anyway,
Stubbs.
It's suck it, Stubbs. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. Last time we did this, we were paired up with a singles meetup group, and it was bananas.
It was
swear
pure
to God,
chaos, but it was hilarious.
there's 600 people here. It was insane.
There were not 600 people.
There were 6,000 people here, and
If the 4th Fire Department's listening, there was not 6,000 people. And there wasn't 600 people. There was less.
there was less than that.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, but it was fun. It's not going to be that crazy this time. We don't have that singles group with us. There are still a lot of people RSVP'd for it. But anyway, if you came to the last one and you're like, holy crap, that's too many people, this one's going to be less people. So it's a lot of fun. We're going to have contestants up on stage, and they're going to do like that old school 1970s dating game where you've got the contestant on one side of the wall and the 3 others, and she's just asking the guys questions, and she has to choose which one based off of those questions. She doesn't get to see him. She's never met him, that whole deal. It's fun. And this is not just for singles. If you're happily married, you've been together, you just celebrated your 75th anniversary, it's fine. This is fun.
Just come watch the show.
It's a fun thing.
Holly and I should come in. Today's our 9th anniversary.
Yeah, congratulations.
So, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Also, rest of the weekend. So this Saturday, this is pretty cool. Blackland Distillery, our neighbor, super great place, super cool people. They make amazing cocktails. I don't know of anybody in Fort Worth that makes better cocktails. It's their, I believe, 6-year anniversary. So they're having their anniversary party.
That's Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay.
Come out to Blackland, show some support, celebrate their anniversary. We're going to do we obviously carry their whiskey, at least, maybe more. We're going to do a little special just to show some support and celebrate their anniversary. So come on out. Check it out. It's going to be awesome.
If y'all haven't been by Blackland Distillery yet, this is one of the things that as a Fort Worthian you should be proud of, because these guys they've managed to make it through all sorts of problems and COVID and all of it. And they're still there. And they are, like Michael was saying, they're the nicest people you'll ever meet. It's one of the businesses that we should be definitely rallying behind. These guys are awesome.
They really are nice. Ezra's the manager next door.
Mm-hmm.
He's the nicest guy I've ever met in my life.
He's really nice.
Yeah, way nicer than you for sure.
Well,
and then Saturday night. So Saturday night we're trying something different. This is something we've never done. We're having it's called Hearts on Fire. It's free. It is going to be a live band, the Chems. So if you like the Chems, come check that out. And then DJ Jansport is coming out. I believe it starts at 7 or 8. Just go to Eventbrite. You'll see all the times. There's also a little flyer right here. Yep. 7 p.m. till late.
And your boy Rhino from Panther Island is putting this whole thing on. Isn't that right?
That's right. He's done a great job coming in. We've done sound checks. He's got a bunch of lights and party favors and stuff. It's going to be pretty kick-ass. So come check it out. It's an indie sleaze dance party.
What does that mean, Michael?
You don't know? I mean, if you don't know, then you should just come find out.
Check it out.
And then you'll know.
Exactly.
So, and then final comment on the weekend. Every Sunday we have poker. We have a 3 p.m. and a 5 p.m. tournament. If you like poker, come check it out. Cash prizes. There's a $100 cash prize and a $150 cash prize for the 2 tournaments.
My God. I can just quit my job.
Yeah, you could. And you can come get a hot dog.
$100 glizzy. I'm going to look into that. I can't afford it, but I just want to see it. Maybe if I stand close enough, I could smell it.
He might think that's a little weird, but
free smells. Come smell my glizzy.
I don't think he's going to let you just stand there and sniff his hot dogs. A little strange. I mean,
well, if you've ever met me.
You like what you like, though, I guess.
All right, folks. Thank y'all for tuning in. Sincerely appreciate you guys making this part of your morning. From now on, we will be releasing these at 9 a.m. Monday through Thursday on all streaming platforms. You tune in wherever you listen to music. We also have videos associated with these on YouTube, so you can just kind of get in where you fit in. Come hang out with us Friday, starting at 6 o'clock, the speed dating, and then 7 o'clock, we've got the Fort Worth dating games. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you're having a great week. Take your Allegra D this morning, and hopefully this crap will blow out of the air soon. As you move through today, we hope that you will choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Till tomorrow, folks. Good day.